Okay, are we live? I think we're live. So, hello everyone. Joseph Crickmore here, and welcome to my reaction to the Nintendo Direct. I always have a hard time figuring out how I'm gonna do this, cause come on. Well, we'll see how this goes. I actually probably know. Having the chat on screen never works for me. I'm never gonna figure that out. And you know what? I don't think I'm gonna want to worry about it that way. If I have to, I will pull up a second screen and look at the chat that way. So that's probably what I'm gonna do. In the meantime, we got I have some predictions before this gets underway. Okay, so I'll have my chat next to me. So if you see me look that way, I'm looking at my chat. So let's get the show on the road. Make you full screen. Okay. Predictions right off the bat. Digimon Story Time Stranger. I know. I made a whole video about it and then my potential wish list for Digimon. I did watch part of Digimon Con, so I got to see the special moves trailer, and that was actually really cool to see Millenniumon, Beal Starmon, a bunch of other ones that have been there forever. So I hope it comes to Switch or Switch 2. Same for Rebirth of Souls. That just came out, and I really want to be able to play it. I love Bleach, so and it looks really good as a fighting game anyway. So I hope that comes to Switch or Switch 2. And then I think most of my predictions now are just Switch 2 related stuff. I would let's see. Maybe new Switch Sports updates. I don't know if people still care about Switch Sports. ARMS 2, because imagine it launched with the Switch 2. ARMS 2. Who remembers that game? I was around when ARMS came out and I loved it. I don't have it anymore, but for the time that I did have it, I enjoyed it thoroughly because it was one of the few games where I actually wanted to use motion controls and it was so much fun. So an ARMS 2, a Mario Odyssey 2, maybe a brand new Donkey Kong game. Remake the rest of the Mario vs. Donkey Kong games. Not just the first one, but do Minis March Again, Minis on the Move, Tipping Star, Mario and Donkey Kong Tipping Stars. It was that one that was on the 3DS and Wii U. It was actually my first of that franchise. Tipping Stars, yeah. And then bring the Amiibo one to Switch 2. Because that one was already a free download. So why not bring the Amiibo one back? Yeah, sure. You're locked out of most of the content in the game unless you have certain Amiibo. But you're still able to get a free download for that game. Why not? And then, because I'm me and I have wild out there predictions anyway, an English release of Yokai Watch 1 on Switch, Yokai Watch 4 getting English release. I know those games are now a couple years old on Switch in Japan, but come on, bring them back over here. Bring them to the States. It's sad when I would want to play Yokai Watch again on Switch, but I would have to first mod it so that it has an English translation. I don't like that. Come on, translate those officially. And then just to have one more out there prediction, more Mario and Luigi. Remaster Dream Team. It's about time that game got a remaster. I'll say this for as long as I can. Dream Team was my first Mario and Luigi game. Dream Team was one of my first 3DS games, period. It was Dream Team, it was Lego City Undercover for the 3DS, so the prequel game, and it was Mario Kart 7. Those were my first 3DS games. Mario Kart's obvious. We have already seen a little bit of footage for a Mario Kart 9. And I don't know if we're going to get another Lego City game. It's kind of sad that we may or may not get Lego games the way we used to. But another wild prediction? New Skylanders? No, they wouldn't do that in a Nintendo Direct. But that would be wild, though. New Skylanders? Or new Lego Dimensions. Or finally porting that to Switch. Maybe the Switch 2 has the ability for us to be able to use the Portal of Power. Skylanders on... I have Skylanders Imaginators on Switch. I got it when it first came out. But that's a game where you don't necessarily need the portal. They were able to turn the Skylanders into Amiibo in a way. But with Lego Dimensions, you need the portal to play most of the game. And I'm lucky I bought the DLC when I did for Wave 2 for the Wii U, for all the Year 2 stuff. My copy of Dimensions now will still have all that stuff, but I won't be able to purchase any if I had forgotten to. Which is making me realize Lego Dimensions is dying as a game. That is sad. And I'm trying to remember, did I actually purchase all the DLC for it? Shoot. Did I buy the Goonies? I know for a fact I bought Wave 6 and 7. Because I remember opening them and playing them. I played Sonic. I had the Adventure Time packs. I had Gremlins. I had E.T. Did I get the DLC update for Wave 8? I think for that one it was a free update, wasn't it? Oh, wait a minute. They were all free updates. As long as you updated your game, you had to purchase the packs. And then, yeah, wait a minute. I think that's how that works. I don't even know if my NFC tags still work for the game or not. I haven't played Lego Dimensions in a while. Lucky for me that I have a Wii U. Well, regardless, we'll see how this Direct goes. We'll see how this goes. We'll see if anyone jumps on the live chat. Oh, it's starting. Let's go. Let's do this. Woohoo! We're just jumping right in. The final Switch 1 Direct before new hardware. What are we opening with? Of course. Dragon Quest. Of course. Dragon Quest. They announcing more remakes, or is it still just the Dragon Quest 3 one? But this isn't new. Not necessarily, is it? Unless this is supposed to be Dragon Quest 4? Two Tales of Brave Heroes Begin Anew? Is this Dragon Quest 2 and 3? I thought they were already on Switch. Unless this is Dragon Quest 4? I don't know how Dragon Quest games work in terms of their story, like which ones you play first or whatever. I think everyone says you play 3 first, then you go back to 1 and 2, or whatever. I don't know, man. I'm tempted, but it seems like this style of it looks really good. But what is this? Is this Dragon... This... Oh, okay. I think this might be Dragon Quest 4, right? Oh no, it is the 1 and 2 HD 2D remakes. Wow. Why did I think it was Dragon Quest 4? I don't know anything Dragon
Hello,
Quest.
everyone. I'm Shinya Takahashi, and
Hello.
I'll be your guide for today's Nintendo Direct. Today, we'll be providing information on upcoming Nintendo Switch games.
Ooh. Let's see what we got.
We'll also have a Nintendo Direct for Nintendo Switch 2 on April 2nd.
Yeah, next week.
So please tune in for that as well.
Oh, I'll be tuning into that, absolutely.
What you just saw was Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D remake from Square Enix.
Ah, yes. They were
Another character
confirmed.
appeared at the end. What kind of adventure awaits? We hope you're excited for more information in the future.
Looks good.
Okay, let's see the first batch of headlines.
Yeah, let's see what new games you can surprise me with.
Escape from dire straits.
Okay. No hope. Wait, what is this?
2 minutes until oxygen 0.
Help me!
What is this?
Help me,
No sleep for
The
Kaname
latest
Date.
entry in the The Somnium Files series is stirring.
Oh.
You are Kaname Date, a special agent with a sophisticated AI called Aiba embedded in his left eye. Your mission is to track down Iris, an internet idol who has been trapped in a mysterious escape game.
Oh, that actually
Conduct
sounds funny.
interviews to investigate Iris's whereabouts. Dive into a subject's dreams to reveal clues hidden deep within their psyche. And
I
solve
mean,
mind-bending puzzles in an
It
explorable
looks
environment.
cool.
Everything you learn will bring you one step closer to the truth. Uncover what's hidden in reality and dreams to rescue Iris. No Sleep for Kaname Date from The Somnium Files launches on the
Okay.
Nintendo Switch system July
Cool.
25th.
That's cool.
Unleash the supernatural.
Ooh, what could this be? Detective. Huh.
A classic Atlas action RPG returns with remastered HD graphics
Righto.
and enhanced gameplay.
Oh.
Set in the capital city in the year
Okay.
Taisho 20.
Another game I'm not
Raido
familiar with, but
Kuzunoha
sure.
makes his living as an apprentice detective. But unbeknownst to others, he also fights alongside demons as a devil summoner. To protect
see.
the capital, Raido must investigate a series of supernatural cases. Fight in real-time battles alongside demons you summon.
Okay.
Work with your demons to strike an enemy's weak point, then follow up with a powerful attack. Cooperation is the key to victory. You can even turn opposing demons into allies. Demons can also be useful outside of battle. And their powers are helpful in finding solutions during investigations.
Okay.
Guide Raido through a series of strange incidents
I assume you're the bird who gave us a call?
as he uncovers a conspiracy that will shake the capital to its core. Raido Remastered, The Mystery of the Soulless Army, launches on Nintendo Switch June 19th.
Well, that's cool.
Pre-orders begin later today on
Once again,
Nintendo
maybe not
eShop.
for me, but that's actually pretty cool. What's next?
Consume darkness.
Is
With
this
your
actually
memories
just gonna...
gone, you have been summoned to a strange, unfamiliar world
Shadow Labyrinth, eh?
where you're greeted by a yellow orb known as Puck.
Is this just gonna be a bunch of
But
third-party
who
games?
is this spherical stranger? Moored in a mysterious, maze-like world, your battle for survival begins.
Once again, I think we're maybe
As
like...
Puck guides you on your journey, you'll
expecting
delve
too much.
deeper into the expansive world. By examining your surroundings, you can phase shift and combine with Puck to explore
Oh, I
areas
just remembered
you
a
couldn't
game.
reach before.
Pac-Man.
But tread lightly. The creatures inhabiting
Okay.
this world will prove hostile. When facing imposing enemies,
Okay, this looks
you and
fun.
Puck can temporarily fuse into the Gaia form to unleash powerful attacks.
Okay.
By consuming your prey, you'll collect resources that can then be used to
Okay.
enhance your abilities. Work to uncover Puck's true goal and devour enemies to survive this cruel world. Experience a dark twist on the iconic Pac-Man when Shadow Labyrinth launches
Oh,
on
it's
Nintendo
supposed to
Switch,
be a twist
July
on
18th.
Pac-Man. Oh, that's so cool. You know what? I'm actually curious now.
The rhythmic march begins.
Shadow Labyrinth, huh? I'll keep that one in mind.
Remasters of Patapon and Patapon 2 are drumming onto Nintendo Switch as one bundle. Play your drum to the beat and give different commands to the Patapon army. For example,
All right.
Pata Pata Patapon advances them forward,
Oh, this is
while
cool.
Pon Pon Patapon has them attack. And if you string together combos with good timing,
Oh, it's the first
Patapons
two
enter
games.
Fever mode
Okay.
and get a big boost in power.
This is cool.
From the horse-riding Kibapon to the shield-savvy Tatepon, build up your battalion to take on hordes of fierce foes. Plus, new features have been added, so you can advance to the beat of your own drum. Lead the Patapons and march forth when Patapon 1+2 Replay launches on Nintendo Switch, July 11th.
Well, that's cool. Ooh, this usually means something big.
Welcome to Zephyr Town, a cozy place nestled in a windswept valley. This is where your new life begins.
Oh, let's go. Story of Seasons,
First
eh?
cropping
Okay.
up on the Nintendo DS
Leo.
system, this
I just noticed you in
immersive
the
farming and
chat.
life
Let's go,
sim has
man.
no shortage of activities to
go.
get up to.
You must be the new farmer.
Tend to your farm while growing crops and caring for animals. Then sell your produce and other wares at the town's weekly bazaar. As bazaar sales grow, you'll help the once famous market regain its former splendor.
Yeah, I could care less
You
about
can
a game
also
like
get
this.
to know the locals
I'd like to spend more time with you.
and maybe nurture a relationship if you find that special someone.
Oh, okay.
Plus, taking advantage of Zephyr Town's windy conditions can make travel and other tasks a breeze. The winds of
I could see
change
why
are
people
coming,
are drawn to
and
these
your
kinds
new
of
life on the
games,
farm
so-
begins when
Not for me,
Story
no.
of Seasons Grand Bazaar launches on the Nintendo Switch system August 27th.
Please look forward to the latest entry in the Story of Seasons series. Next, please take a look at this.
What could this be? What is this? Oh! Oh, we have a title for it! Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. Oh wait, I think we already knew that. New trailer? New Metroid footage. Okay. Okay. Okay.
This is the unknown planet Vuros. Here, Samus finds a verdant jungle with a colossal tree at its center. In order to survive and escape this planet that she was unexpectedly transported to, Samus must scan stone figures and other relics to carve a path forward. She's not alone, though. Abhorrent, alien creatures living in the jungle are waiting to strike.
Okay.
As she explores the planet, Samus is granted mysterious and ancient powers. Psychic abilities.
Okay.
These powers allow Samus to operate mechanisms and to open doors. They also allow her to control the trajectory of her beams with the power of her mind.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
But why were these powers bestowed upon Samus?
Good question. This is cool.
Shadi Haru. Theros Nantanaga Shakaran.
I still feel like the Switch needs Metroid Prime 2 and 3. Because, like, I have Metroid
What
Prime
will
1,
be her fate
and this is 4.
after being summoned to
I feel like some
Veros?
people would want 2 and 3, you
Threads
know?
intertwining beyond space and time.
Unless you really need
beginning to
Metroid
weave
Prime 2 and
A
3.
new tale.
Just curious. And it's still only this year. We don't have a release date yet. Gotcha.
Intendina Garanshe.
Yeah. What? Hold on. Dark Samus? Oh, no, it's not. Okay. I was about to be like, what?
It looks like even more challenges await Samus. We hope you're looking forward to exploring with Samus's new psychic abilities.
Yes. I am hyped.
Okay, let's move on to some more headlines.
Yes.
Ready to stir up
Oh, come
some
on.
mischief?
Is this a Disney game?
Once upon a time,
Or maybe
there
not.
was a drab coffee shop that transformed into a magical potion cafe.
It is a Disney.
As the
Oh my
newest
god.
potionista of the Cursed Cafe, you'll craft concoctions
Wait.
for
Is
Disney
this a
villains
reference to the Villain
and get to
Cafe
know them
show
in a new light.
that was like
Mix
forever
ingredients
ago?
to brew all sorts of strange elixirs.
I don't
Then
care about
serve
this
them
though.
to your villainous visitors, including Ursula and Gaston. With help from Yzma, you can upgrade your ingredients to produce some wildly wicked creations.
No.
The potions you make can influence each customer's storylines, leading to different outcomes every time you play. Who knows what mischief might happen? Disney Villains Cursed Cafe.
Oh, wow. A
Launches
shadow
on
drop.
Nintendo Switch later
Nah,
today.
I can care less about Villain's Curse Cafe.
Summon a spellbinding adventure. Welcome to Witchbrook College, where students strive to master the magical arts.
Witchbrook, eh?
During class, use magic circles to perform rituals, fly on brooms, and learn advanced techniques to go from witch in training to skilled spellcaster.
Sure, okay.
There's also plenty to do outside of class. Hang out with friends at their homes. Take on various jobs to help pay for tuition.
Of course.
Or use the spells you've learned to craft and sell original items. Plus, up to 4 players can make magic together in online co-op.
Yay.
Explore this whimsical world on the road to graduation and beyond. Are you ready for a spellbinding journey? Enrollment begins when Witchbrook flies onto Nintendo Switch this holiday. Action, adventure, and arcade games await.
Oh boy, what do we got?
Set off on a fantastical mission to eliminate a mysterious deity. In this hand-drawn platforming adventure, you'll explore an expansive archipelago where nightmares and wonder collide. Upgrade your trusty cane with magical parts. Then use its abilities to find your own path through the enchanting world.
Okay.
Can you uncover the secrets the archipelago holds? Find out when The Eternal Life of Goldman launches on Nintendo Switch this holiday. Celebrate the 40th anniversary of Gradius with a collection of arcade shoot-'em-up games from across the series.
Okay.
Titles include Gradius, Salamander, Light Force, Gradius 2, Gradius 3, and Salamander 2. Some titles come with multiple versions, including ones from different regions and launch years. Plus,
Wow.
take the helm in a brand new entry, Salamander 3.
Oh, that's so cool, actually.
Gradius Origins launches on the Nintendo Switch system August 7th. Pre-orders begin later today on
That's
Nintendo
okay.
eShop.
Okay, that's kind of cool.
Battle to the beat in Rift of the Necro Dancer. Press the corresponding buttons in each lane to fight monsters in rhythm-based combat. Keep the cadence going with epic boss battles, quirky minigames, remix stages, and global leaderboards. Plus, more musical mayhem awaits in the Celeste Music Pack paid DLC.
Celeste?
And be on the lookout for more DLC in the future.
I see.
Rift of the Necro Dancer launches on Nintendo Switch later today.
Another shadow drop. Wow. But I don't think I'm gonna care about that either.
Let's see what's in store.
Oh, didn't they reveal this one before? I think like they did.
Welcome to Tamagotchi Plaza.
Yeah, didn't they
a
reveal this
brand
one
new
before?
entry in the Tamagotchi Connection
Tamagotchi
series.
Plaza.
There are stores galore. Design glasses at the eyewear shop. Polish pearly whites solo or with a friend at the dentist. And arrange plates at the afternoon tea shop.
So far, only like 2
12
things have
wonderful
kept my
stores
interest.
need your help.
You know what I mean? One completely new game,
Provide good
and then like
customer
more on
service to
Dragon
get high
Quest and
ratings
Metroid.
and upgrade each shop.
So far, nothing big has like
In doing
caught my
so,
eye yet.
you get to
but
meet more
Shadow Labyrinth
Tamagotchi,
actually looks
making the
pretty
town
cool.
livelier than before.
With it being a spin on
With over
Pac-Man, oh, that's
100
cool.
new and classic Tamagotchi, business is sure to be booming. Get ready to set up shop when Tamagotchi Plaza launches on Nintendo Switch June 27th.
Nah. I was never into those kinds of games anyway. Oh! More Legend ZA footage? That's surprising. What? We're already past Pokemon Day. What? More Legend ZA footage? Why?
Welcome to Pokemon Legends ZA, a new title in the Pokemon series. You'll begin your adventure by
Like
choosing
people
one of
who
3
apparently
partner
didn't watch the
Pokemon.
Pokemon Direct? Sure.
The setting is this metropolis that also appeared in the Pokemon X and Pokemon Y games, Lumio City.
Oh, we're getting a better look at it. Oh my gosh.
To make it easier
Wow.
for people and Pokemon to coexist, a company named Quasartico Inc. is carrying out an urban redevelopment plan.
Yep.
Here, we'll get a glimpse into the lives of the Pokemon and people of Lumio City.
Oh, okay. So it's like a second trailer.
Scattered all over town are wild zones.
Yep.
These areas are special environments where wild Pokemon can live comfortably, even within the city. You can catch Pokemon here. But they might be hostile. If you sense trouble, get to safety. There are Pokemon that live outside wild zones too. Some of them can even be found on rooftops.
Dedenne! Aw.
People and
Whoa.
Pokemon live easy
These
going
models look
lives
really
in Lumio
good.
City. But
What's
when
new?
night falls, the city's aura transforms. Highly skilled trainers are invited to participate in a tournament, the ZA Royale.
That's what that was at the end of the Pokemon
Trainers
Direct.
await in battle zones.
Okay. Oh, that's cool.
If you're spotted, they'll challenge you to battle.
That's how battles work in this game. In terms of trainer battles. Okay.
Strike first before being seen, and you'll land a surprise attack.
Damn.
During battles, using a super effective move at the right moment is key. And with Mega Evolution, some Pokemon can power up even more.
Oh, that's cool. I'm gonna have to tell my buddy who's a Pokemon fan that we
You'll
got
start at
a new
rank
trailer
Z
for
and
Legends
work your way
ZA.
up to rank A.
I get now why
Trainers
it's
who
called
reach the
CA.
top are said to have a wish granted.
Oh, that's gonna be sick. Okay.
Day and night are two sides to Lumio City.
Okay.
It seems there are even more secrets waiting to be uncovered. What will you find on your adventure?
Oh, I'm gonna have to tell my buddy.
Pokemon Legends ZA
late
launches
25.
on Nintendo Switch later this year.
Yeah, probably a holiday release, of course.
In Lumio City, where the game is set, the aura transforms between day and night. It seems there are even more secrets to uncover. Please be on the lookout for more information in the future. Next, please take a look at this.
What else we got?
Hello there. Boop. The game you're about to see, boop, doesn't have a big, epic story. But what it does have is lots of funny little rhythm games. Boop. You wanna see? Boop. Just press the button to jump through the ring. Boop. It sounds easy. But the timing is super tricky.
What is this?
Maybe you could try it in time to a rhythm? In this game, you might do almost anything, but you'll need to do it in rhythm. With practice, you might even be able to play it with your eyes closed.
Sure.
Get into the rhythm with a brand new entry in the Rhythm Heaven series,
Oh!
Rhythm Heaven Groove.
It's a new Rhythm Heaven game. Okay. Next year, of course.
That was Rhythm Heaven Groove, a brand new entry in the Rhythm Heaven series. It includes lots of music produced by renowned Japanese musician Tsunku. What kinds of rhythms do you think you'll hear? We hope you're looking forward to it. Next, we have news about the use of digital games on your system.
Ooh, this is
Please
important.
take a look.
This is actually important. Because I think it's for Switch 2 stuff. Yeah.
With game cards, you can put a game featuring Mario in this Nintendo Switch system and a Legend of Zelda game in this one, freely inserting the games you have on hand into any system you want.
Yep.
But what if digital games could be as flexible and convenient as game cards?
Ooh.
Well, here's what we came up with. Introducing the Virtual Game Card. In the future, virtual game cards can be used for digital games.
Really? This is good, because Switch 2 is right around the corner. That's good.
When purchasing the digital version of a game, it will be loaded onto your system as a virtual game card,
Okay. This is
allowing you
good.
to play that title. Your digital games will be lined up as virtual game cards on a dedicated management screen.
Oh, that's cool.
Here, you can load and eject your virtual game cards and manage which games you can play on your system.
But how does that apply to ones we already purchased? Loading on a second system, I see.
If you have two Nintendo Switch systems, you can eject a virtual game card from one and load it onto the second.
Okay.
Now you can play this game on the second system wherever and whenever you want, just as if you had inserted a physical game card. With virtual game cards, you can freely load and arrange which games you play on up to two systems. Local communication with your second system is required, but only the first time.
Only the first time. Wow.
You can also lend out virtual game cards to your Nintendo account family group members.
Oh!
Connect to your family group member system
That's
via
cool.
local wireless when you want
But
to
they're
lend a
doing
game.
this because of the Switch 2.
Choose the title you're lending and who you're lending it to.
The only thing left is, what about games we've already purchased that are digital?
And you're done.
Are they going to
They
convert
can
into
now
game
play on
cards?
their own system.
Like, are they going to convert into game
You can
cards?
only lend one game at a time to a particular person. Games can be lent out for 2 weeks, after which they will automatically return to you,
I see.
making digital games even easier to use.
It does, yeah.
Virtual Game Card.
But what about games we already purchased?
The virtual game card feature lets you swap games between Nintendo Switch systems
Anything cool coming
as
out?
well as to Nintendo Switch 2
Well,
systems.
Not from what I've seen.
This feature
Oh,
is
Rhythm
planned to be
Heaven? Yeah, we got
added
Rhythm
via
Heaven,
a
yeah.
system update in late April.
Via system update in
Let's
April.
take a look
God.
at more Nintendo Switch games.
Yeah, Mirror Universe. There's not really much in terms of completely new stuff that's interesting. Although, high on life, eh? Nah. I didn't think any of my predictions were gonna happen. Maybe not now. Maybe for a Switch 2 Direct. Star Overdrive, I see. The Wandering Village. Okay. Okay, Eldradimon. Basically. King of Meat. Okay. Maybe we're not gonna get the reveal of Time Stranger on Switch yet. Or Rebirth of Souls? I actually think either one of those could end off this Direct. Maybe. But the news of virtual game cards is good. Does that mean, like, they're gonna convert them?
Uncover history once more.
Okay.
An HD remaster of Saga Frontier 2 is venturing on to Nintendo
Okay.
Switch.
I see.
Meet Gustav, the Royal Heir, and Will, the Explorer. Two heroes whose fates and legacies will intertwine across generations in this epic RPG. Experience the original story, along with brand new events that expand the vibrant world of Sondale.
Okay.
Plus, team up with
I'm
more
surprised any
characters in
game in
battle.
this Direct caught my attention that wasn't already announced before.
And transfer stats to allies through the parameter
Shadow
inheritance
Labyrinth
system.
did a great job of getting me hyped and invested in a
After finishing
Pac-Man
the main
spin-off.
story, you can test your mettle and might against even more powerful bosses. What histories will you uncover through the ages? Saga Frontier 2 Remastered launches on Nintendo Switch later
Another Shadow
today.
Drop. Okay. What else?
Monumental adventures await.
Ooh. What's this?
Embark on peaceful journeys
Monument
across
Valley.
this series of beautiful puzzle games.
Wait a minute!
Wander through
I've
isometric
seen
worlds
this
filled
series.
with stunning landscapes to manipulate, optical illusions to discover, and mystifying secrets to unfold.
I've seen people play
In
Monument Valley.
lead the silent
Oh, this is
Princess
cool.
Ida in her quest for
I'm
forgiveness,
convinced.
while outsmarting the enigmatic Crow people. A different journey awaits in Monument Valley 2. Guide Ro in her adventure through motherhood.
Oh, yeah.
As she
I am-
and her child unlock the secrets of the sacred
I'm
geometry.
absolutely hyped. This is Monument
Both
Valley.
games contain all their additional chapters, add-ons, and DLC.
I'm just as
The
hyped for
first
this.
two Monument Valley games
April.
launch on Nintendo Switch
Wow.
April 15th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop. And
And
help Noor on her journey to restore the world's light in Monument Valley 3, setting sail on Nintendo
Ooh.
Switch this summer.
oh, that's cool. Oh, that's cool. Oh, I called it. I called it. Is this Switch Sports or is this a completely new golf game?
A brand new entry in the Everybody's Golf
Golf.
series is driving
Okay.
onto Nintendo Switch.
And I thought it was a Switch Sports something, but whatever. Okay, sure.
Aim, time your
Everything
button
golf.
press just right, and take your shot.
Nice shot.
Nice shot.
Perform backspins, side
Backspin.
spins, and others special shots. In the single-player challenge mode, compete in tournaments and face off against a range of rivals to become the ultimate golfer.
I see.
In Wacky Golf, your shots could get pulled into holes or obstacles might fall. It's golf
Wacky.
that's not quite par for the course.
Wacky golf.
Up to 4 golfers can hit the fairway together locally or in online play.
Oh, that's good.
So just relax and get ready to tee off. Everybody's Golf Hot Shots lands on Nintendo Switch this year.
That's cool. Maybe. Ooh. What's this?
Unite some of Marvel's greatest superheroes in the fight against evil. Pair up 2 heroes from the roster of 15, including the likes of the spectacular
Cosmic
Spider-Man and the ferocious Wolverine to take on the
Cosmic
challenge.
Is this
From
new?
close quarters combatants to aerial aces, you can mix and match a variety of heroes
Yo!
for an amazing array of possibilities. And swap between your team of 2 at any time.
Either this is a new
Take
game,
advantage of your
or it's a
team's
remaster of an
strengths
old
to
one.
overwhelm your foes.
I mean, if Marvel vs.
Plus,
Capcom is
up
on
to 4
Switch,
players
this is
can
cool.
assemble for local or
Oh
online
my
co-op
gosh.
play. The battle for the fate of the Marvel Universe begins when Marvel Cosmic Invasion launches on the Nintendo Switch system
Oh
this
my
holiday.
gosh. Once again, I was not prepared for that.
That was Marvel Cosmic Invasion, where you'll battle as a tag team of different superheroes. Next is our last game announcement.
Last one?
Please take a look.
Oh boy. What are you gonna end a direct with? What is this?
I'm a buckle. Tornado saw Hanji Boston yesterday.
What? Is this the return of Miiverse? Is this the return of Miiverse? Is this the return of Miiverse? Oh, Tomodachi Life.
Living the dream.
Living the dream. It's just another. Okay. Oh! Next year. I see. Oh gosh.
Did you want to talk?
Okay.
Glad that was only a dream.
That was Tomodachi Life Living the Dream, the first new entry in the series in over 10 years. In the trailer, we saw Mii characters living on an island out at sea.
So
What
that's what
kinds of
Tomodachi
interactions do you think they'll have? We hope you're looking forward to it.
Well,
Thank you for watching today's Nintendo Direct so far.
so far. Wait, what?
Our final announcement is something a little different that's not a game.
Oh,
Here's Mr. Miyamoto to introduce it.
I see.
Hello, I'm Shigeru Miyamoto.
Miyamoto!
Thank you for watching today's Nintendo Direct.
Yeah.
Since 2011, Nintendo Direct has delivered Nintendo news directly to you.
And I love it.
And now,
I
these
love it.
presentations have grown into an event that many people watch.
Yes. I
Thank
am
you all
too.
very much.
Yes.
We'll continue to broadcast Nintendo Direct presentations, but we're also launching a new channel based on the concept of delivering information to you directly.
Really?
This is a smart device app called Nintendo Today, which functions like a daily calendar. In the app, you can view different Nintendo events. We will also be delivering all sorts of content about Nintendo games and characters every day.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
After the Nintendo Direct for Nintendo Switch 2 on April 2nd, news about Nintendo Switch 2 will be delivered to you daily and directly through the Nintendo Today app as well.
Oh my gosh.
Nintendo Today will be available to download on smart devices later today.
Oh, I'm definitely downloading Nintendo
Anyone
today.
with a Nintendo account can use the app, so please try it out.
Yes. Let's go.
That's all I have to share. I hope you enjoy using Nintendo today.
Thanks, Miyamoto.
That's all for today's Nintendo Direct. Thank you for watching.
Thank you. Wow. Oh my gosh. That was amazing. For what there was, of course, I know. It's the last Switch 1 Direct. I don't expect many big things. I don't think anybody was expecting anything large. I was actually completely surprised by Monument Valley 1 and 2. I've seen people play those games in the past. I never thought they would come to Switch. Shadow Labyrinth. A cool Pac-Man spin-off that's like regular Metroid content in terms of 2D. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's so cool. Because speaking of which, I need to get my hands on Dread. And Marvel Cosmic Invasion. Those were the three that stood out to me. In terms of new games. In terms of stuff we already knew about, we got a Metroid Prime 4 trailer. We got new Legend ZA footage. We got new gameplay footage of Dragon Quest 1 and 2. And the virtual game cards. My question about the virtual game cards is, will they apply to games we've already purchased? It better apply to games we've already purchased. And you know what this means? It'll make transferring digital games easier when the Switch 2 comes out. That's why they did that. That's got to be why they did that. But enough about that, because that was cool and all. But here's what we're going to do. I'm going to show you some other games that I'm hoping gets on the Switch. So, did they already confirm that the Switch 2 Direct next week is going to be... Oh, hang on. You know what? Hang on. Switch 2... Where's the Switch 2 page? Here we go. Whatever. What? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so this is the Switch 2, correct? Correct. We've got it confirmed that the Nintendo Direct next week is going to be about the system, right? It's not going to have games in it? Or will it have games? That's what I'm curious about. Just because the Direct is over doesn't mean I'm done talking. No, not by a long shot. There's not that much to talk about except just talk about what's to come. Especially with next week. With the reveal of the Nintendo Today app, oh, that's going to be good. Because it allows Nintendo to reveal small details about games coming out without having to waste time in a Direct. That is really good. That's revolutionary. And to be reminded that the Nintendo Direct started in 2011 is so wild to me, because I don't remember a time when there wasn't a Nintendo Direct. I really don't. But E3 used to be the big thing with Nintendo. But E3 doesn't really happen anymore because of COVID, and then after COVID died down, there's still no E3 for Nintendo. They just stopped going to E3. E3 used to be the big gaming event of the year, and it's not even that anymore, which is wild. So the Switch 2, I'm still very much looking forward to this. I am still very much looking forward to this. This is gonna be fun. It's a much needed hardware update. My Switch is pushing up 5 years old. Mine was in the first batch of releases, so like they said here, you can play Switch 2 exclusive games as well as Nintendo Switch games on the Switch 2. That works with the physical cartridges. They did the virtual game card as not only a way of being able to share cartridges or share games digitally, across 2 different systems. They did that for this. They had to. They had to do it for this. That's at least what I'm thinking. And we are getting a direct for it next week. Because it's already next Wednesday. April 2nd is next Wednesday. Oh my gosh. In other words, now let me go over what I hope the Switch 2 gets. This just came out. So I think Nintendo would be remiss to not jump on the Rebirth of Souls. Hang on. I can do this. There we go. Nintendo would be remiss to miss out on a game like Rebirth of Souls. I know it took them a while for Xenoverse to get on Switch, which is, well, they got there in the end. They got there eventually, but still. So I really hope this game comes to Switch 2. I hope it's a launch title, because if it's a PS5, Xbox Series X, and Steam release, I feel like the Switch 2 could definitely run it. It might have a few problems, but I don't know. And then of course the one that's been all the buzz on my channel recently. I gotta thank everyone for the turnout on that wishlist video. But yeah, I really hope Time Stranger makes it to the Switch 2. Okay. What's another one that I was thinking of? ARMS? Nope. Oh. Found it. I don't know if I'm ever gonna re-buy this game. If I do, I would wait for a really good sale price. It's not worth $60 anymore. But I want a sequel game. I really want a sequel to ARMS. Give me an ARMS 2. Give me a story mode in ARMS 2 and I'd be hooked. Okay? Okay. We need this. We need the revival of Yokai Watch 4. We need the revival of Yokai Watch, period. The franchise was doing great in the US. Why did it suddenly die down? We need Yokai Watch 4 on Switch in America. We need an English release. We need an English release of Yokai Watch 4. Speaking of, we also need this. Where's it? This. We need Yokai Watch 1 on Switch. Please, Nintendo, just give us this one in English. For nostalgia's sake. Yokai Watch 1 on 3DS is already pushing upwards of a decade old. I remember getting Yokai Watch, the cartridge, as a Christmas gift, and that was so long ago. My gosh. I got it way back when Yokai Watch 2 was still a Japanese exclusive. Oh, wow. That's how long ago it was. People, have you not realized it yet? Yokai Watch is an old franchise now. Whatever. That's something else that I'm hoping for. Mario and Donkey Kong. Is it Tipping Stars? Ah, there he is. Mario versus Donkey Kong Tipping Stars. Okay. This needs to come to Switch. I absolutely love this game. I love all the games like this. It's just kind of sad that my least favorite of the whole franchise was the first one in the series. Because, like, I like the gameplay of Tipping Stars more than I do of regular Mario vs. Donkey Kong. Is there, like, a collection of them already? So, yeah. I can see that, yeah, they remade the original Game Boy Advance game. Yeah, they did. Okay. Mario vs. Donkey Kong Mini Land Mayhem. Yep, could totally see that one getting a re-release. Mario vs. Donkey Kong March of the Minis. Yep, I actually have that one too. I think I have all of them in the franchise. It's just that I want them on Switch. Give them that HD remake. Well, how many are there in the series again? And then I know there's the Amiibo one. Mini Mario and Friends Amiibo Challenge. That's a free download. That game right there is a free download. Mini Mario and Friends Amiibo Challenge. Come on, Nintendo, just put that one on Switch too. All you need to do is make it free like you did before, because most of the gameplay is locked behind Amiibo anyway. And speaking of Amiibo, I already have a majority of those Amiibo now anyway. I have a Bowser. I have a Bowser Jr. I have Luigi. I have Peach. Especially Peach. You know? I have the Peach one with me. I have Mario and I have Toad. The only Amiibo I don't have are Donkey Kong, Diddy Kong, Rosalina, and Yoshi. That's less than half of that roster. Meaning, I can play a decent chunk of Mini Mario and Friends Amiibo Challenge right now. Besides, the way they released that game was so cool because it rewarded people who bought the Amiibo. I have Daisy. That's true. I do have Daisy. Good catch, Mirror Universe. You have Daisy? I do have Daisy. If you've been watching my other content, you know that I have the Daisy amiibo as well. In fact, I don't know if I have an image of it, but my amiibo collection is actually kind of massive. I've been buying amiibo ever since the release of Rob, Duck Hunt, and Game & Watch. When that 3-pack first came out, that's when I started buying amiibo like crazy. Especially whenever I get, like, deals. What else did I say? Oh, Mario and Luigi remakes. Mario and Luigi Dream Team. I don't know if I'm going to do it on stream. Like, now. I want to see if I can try to find an image. But this is the next Mario and Luigi game I want them to remaster. They've remade Superstar Saga. That one's already on Switch because of the Nintendo Switch Online stuff. So Superstar Saga is on Switch already. And Bowser's Inside Story was the last one that they remade for 3DS. So if we use the engine for Brothership, Dream Team is the next one to remake. Well, no, not quite. Everyone always forgets that there's one more Mario and Luigi game out there. We all forgot Partners in Time existed. Or did we? I'm just not too keen on Partners in Time. Because if I'm being honest, it's the one Mario and Luigi game I have never played. I have touched every other game in the franchise at least once. I have never touched Partners in Time. So maybe before you do a Dream Team remaster, you do a Partners in Time remaster. That'd be cool with the new engine. See how Mario and Luigi games look with the new look. Speaking of Mario and Luigi, I'll try to get back to Brothership when I can. I'm also trying to finish Advance Wars 1+2 before I go back to Brothership. And depending on how that goes, I may or may not finish that game live. You know what I mean? But, okay. A new, okay. We need a new Donkey Kong game. We desperately need a new Donkey Kong game. Tropical Freeze was one of the first Switch ports. Well, not one of the first. It was a relatively early port in the Switch's life. I had the Wii U version, barely played it because it's Donkey Kong and it's hard. I learned the hard way that Donkey Kong games can be very hard at times, especially if you're trying to 100% them. So, and then I heard that Country Returns came to Switch, and I was like, that's cool! I had the 3DS version of that game, and I'm glad that the version on Switch is the 3DS version. At least I think it is, right? Country Returns... Switch. It is the 3DS version, right? So I will definitely want to get my hands on this one, too. So let's see. I want to try to... hang on. Is there anything I could do? Anything I can do? Hold on. Can I... Here we go. Give me a second. I'm going to see if I can try to find a picture of my Amiibo collection. Because I would want to show my Amiibo collection. So, just give me a second. I'm going to go looking. Amiibo. Oh, that's... Wait, maybe I could do that. Do that. Do that. No. 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 Did I not take a picture of my collection? I'm looking. Well, no, I just showed my Peach and Daisy. Come on, I must have taken a picture of it at some point. Oh boy. Looks like I didn't take a picture of my collection. I thought I did. I'll keep looking. Come on. Nope. Nope. No. No. Aha! Here we go. I don't remember if this is the whole thing now. How old is the picture? Oh boy, okay. Well, looks like it looks like the oldest picture I have of my Amiibo collection is 3 years ago. So let me get this back. So let me do this. And let me turn you back on. Here we go. So I found the image in question. I don't remember if this is like a complete collection. I am pretty sure that it's been updated in the last 3 years since I took this picture. So the roster may be bigger than it is here in this photo. So, as you can see, I have the Charizard amiibo, I have Pokemon Trainer, Pikachu, Pichu, Jigglypuff, Sonic, Olimar, Lucario, DDD, Banjo-Kazooie, Bayonetta. Was there anyone else right there? I don't think so. And then over in this corner, we have Rob, Ryu, Sheik, Zelda, Little Mac, Marth, Bowser Jr., Dr. Mario, Game & Watch, the Gold Mario. Would you believe me if I said I got the Gold Mario for the regular $12.99 that it was? I did. Toys R Us was a great time when it was going out of business. Way back when they still had giant stores. What a time to be an amiibo fan. It's like Toys R Us had all that stock in the warehouse, and like they had to sell all of their stock because they were going out of business. And then like I just go there randomly, and out of nowhere you see a bunch of amiibo that haven't been on shelves in ages, and you're like, Gold Mario, regular Mario, which were pushing up like 4 years old at the time. That was so wild to me. Villager, yep. Oh, Luigi is in that corner. Okay, yeah, that's Luigi poking out from behind the wall. Then down here, yep, I remember getting the Yarn Yoshi for pretty cheap. I got the Mii Fighter 3-pack for pretty cheap because of Toys R Us. I got the Chibi Robo amiibo with the game. I actually bought the game with the amiibo, so that's cool. The Toad amiibo, Shulk, Captain Falcon, Ganondorf, Corrin, Link, Meta Knight, Joker, Mega Man, and Wii Fit Trainer. Yeah, I got the Joker amiibo as well. And then over in this corner, we got Palutena, we got Lucas. I think Ness is in that corner. I know I have a Ness. Robin, Roy, Pit, Ridley, Zero Suit Samus, King K. Rool, Fox, Falco, Snake, and 2 Inklings. And I think I also had an Inkling Squid. Don't remember where it ended up. So this is the newest picture I have of my amiibo collection, and I know for a fact that it has grown since then. At least I'm remembering, because like I got Peach, I got Daisy. I got Bowser. So I got the Bowser amiibo, I got the Peach amiibo, I got Daisy. I got Greninja's in there. Right. I see Greninja now. Okay. So yeah, if they were to release Mini Mario and Friends Amiibo Challenge, I'd be able to play a majority of it right now. It is wild to me, though, that now that I'm seeing it, the only Donkey Kong amiibo I have is K. Rool. I need to find Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong. Oh, I remember another one that I got in recent memory. I got Kirby. I got the original Smash Bros. Kirby amiibo for my birthday 2 years ago. Or was it last year? Already. Was it last year? I think it was last year, yeah. For my birthday last year, I got the Kirby amiibo. In box. Like, still packaged. The Smash Bros. Kirby. So that's cool. Honestly, I don't know if there's much left to talk about. I talked about most of what I was expecting for the sake of the Switch 2. I was not expecting the virtual game cards. I feel like they were doing that ahead of the Switch 2's release, which is very possible. Nintendo Today, I'm going to totally get that and see how that goes. Monument Valley took me by surprise. Shadow Labyrinth took me by surprise. A few others that seemed cool, but like not for me. But there were other games in a previous Direct that still haven't released yet, like whatever happened to The Last Defense Academy. Did that game already release? Oh no. I didn't hear any like new release trailers or anything. Hold on. Last Defense Academy. Oh, the game's already out? They didn't do another like release trailer or anything. What? The 100-line Last Defense Academy is already out? What? I didn't hear about this. This is wild. This is wild. The last time I heard about this was its reveal trailer. The game is already out? I completely forgot about this. See? Like, there was barely anything that piqued my interest in this Direct because there was, like, still games from a previous one that didn't come out yet. Marvel vs. Capcom came out. Brothership came out. I need to get my hands on Pharmagia still. This game came out. My gosh. I completely forgot this game came out. There was no new trailers for it or anything. It just had its reveal trailer, and then it released. That's lovely. That's just great. I was kind of like expecting maybe one more trailer to remind us of its release date, but we never got it. Unless we did and I just didn't know. Speaking of stuff like that, what was another one? 100-line Last Defense Academy. What was another one? Oh. SNK vs. Capcom 2. Oh, wait, no. Capcom Collection 2 or whatever. Capcom Collection 2, there we go. Capcom Fighting Collection 2. Are you already out as well? Please don't tell me that you're already out as well. Capcom Fighting Collection 2. You might already be out too. Once again, it's like, but no one's releasing like a trailer, like confirming the game is out or anything. What else was there from that previous Direct? I guess that's it then. I think that's it. I think that's it. So we have a lot to look forward to. Oh, hold on. No, I just remembered one more. Warside. Has there been any word on this Advance Wars style game? Warside. April 14th on Steam. Consoles coming soon. Yeah? That's lovely. I don't have Steam. When is it coming to consoles? Okay, well, seems like this game may or may not be a Switch 2 drop as well. It is kind of sad that we've moved on from the reboot camp. It really didn't have that kind of replayability that most people were expecting. I mean, heck, it took me so long to, like, get to where I am in Advance Wars 2 that most of the hype there has died down for me. I never thought I would say that because it's modern Advance Wars, but that's what happens when you don't have a real online multiplayer. That's what happens when you don't have a lobby. Now I can confidently say this direct is over. We got some good information. We got some cool reveals. The revelation of the virtual game card, that is a revolutionary thing. I think they did that in preparation for the Switch 2. So that way most people would use the function to transfer their virtual games to the Switch 2. Which I think that was the purpose for in doing that in the first place. They just subtly not hinted. The way Nintendo's marketing for this is insane. If you stop and think about it. It's a answer to a problem where if you look at it closely, it will apply to the Switch 2 as well. They hid that fact because it's like, oh, you can transfer virtual game cards between a regular Switch, a Switch Lite, or an OLED Switch. And I'm going, that's gonna obviously work for the Switch 2, right? And then, of course, they're like, oh, yeah, you can transfer virtual games back and forth between only 2 consoles. And I'm like, so your current Switch and the Switch 2. Which is funny because the concept also applies to sharing games with family members. And it's under the assumption that you will have 2 Switches to transfer virtual games between. But in reality, this procedure for most people will be, I'm going to take all of my digital games, transfer them to the Switch 2, and then never move them back to the first one because they're going to then get rid of their Switch hardware. I don't want to sound like a person that's going to take advantage of a system like this, but it's there. I may as well. At this point, my Switch is held together basically with duct tape. I had to get a battery replacement. Or not a battery replacement. I had to get so much work done on my Switch that it is basically out the door. I don't have a choice. It barely functions as is, and there was a point where my Switch wouldn't even turn on when you plugged it in, and I had to go to a third-party tech guy to have it looked at, and he had to replace something. It wasn't the battery because it's still a shitty battery. So yeah, my Switch is out the door. It's fully gonna just either be electronic recycling, or I'm gonna attempt to sell it on eBay, see if someone else wants to fiddle with it and make it a modded Switch or whatever. You can do whatever you want. I'm still on the fence about even doing that in the first place, because who would want my Switch when it's factory reset and maybe falling apart? But who knows? Who knows? I might get rid of the hardware once it's all transferred to my Switch 2, and then individually sell the stuff that no longer works for me, like the Joy-Con grip, or see, I hope that they do switch to accessories that are like the Switch 1. So a Joy-Con dock that charges the Joy-Cons, because these Joy-Cons are already going to be bigger than the first Switch's Joy-Cons. That dock I have that charges them separately, that's not going to work anymore. Or one of the old Switch stands that they made that was better than the built-in kickstand. It's cool that I'll still have it, sure. But for some people that was also a waste of a purchase. What about Pro Controllers? Are the previous Switch's Pro Controllers still going to work? These are the questions we need answered, as well as hardware functions and software functions of the Switch 2. we have to wait one more week for all that information. I don't think there's anything left to say now. So I think I will end this stream. I said my piece. I watched the direct. Got to talk about stuff for the future. And yeah, that's pretty much it for me. So thank you all so much for watching. Hope you liked it. Like button, subscribe, all that jazz. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.